What's up, everybody? I am putting on my jalapeno gloves right now. I'm making chicken tortilla soup, and I wanted to show you how quick and easy you can do it too. So you can buy your jalapenos pre-chopped. You can buy them canned. You can buy them lots of different ways. I just love good fresh jalapenos. So I personally like to dice my own, even though they give me a bit of grief, I must say. So you can skip the jalapeno part if you like. I love spicy food. My husband doesn't, so we meet in the middle, and I take the seeds and the whites out. But I also wear these gloves. These are the only gloves I wear. These gloves only for tortillas or for jalapenos whenever I'm dealing with jalapenos. And when I'm done, I just wash my hands with Dawn dish soap, because it removes the oils that are so spicy that would end up in my eyeballs if I'm not careful, right? So you can use other gloves if you like they have some throwaway kinds and whatnot. I just go through them so often, and I find these really easy to work with. Just the jalapeno itself is like, right now, kind of like an onion, makes you want to cry. These get in my throat. Ooh, spicy. So what's in this? We've got jalapenos. I've got corn. You can skip the corn if you like. You can do black beans or pinto beans. I'm probably not going to do beans because I've got to excuse myself. I have to cough. It's that jalapeno, that release. It's like this jalapeno is mad at me because I'm cutting it up, and it's its defense mechanism. And ooh, it's burning my throat. So I'm going to throw my jalapenos in. My chicken is on the bottom layer here. I'm going to get rid of as much of that as I can. Wash my hands with my gloves on, and that's how I clean those gloves. So that's my hot tip. These have just been washed with Dawn dish soap, and I just set them out to dry. And the next time I need gloves, I just fold these up and put these away in a drawer. I've got them there, and they are ready for me every time. And I don't burn my eyeballs with my jalapeno fingers, right? Okay, so I've got 2.5 pounds of chicken in the crock pot already, and I went ahead and threw in the jalapenos. Normally I would salt and pepper both sides first, but I had to get those jalapenos away from me. They're crazy. All right, so I've got the jalapeno, and then I've got some chopped onion. You can do a small onion, you can do a half an onion. I already had some already chopped up. And then I also did my garlic. I just garlic pressed in enough for about 2 tablespoons of fresh garlic. So we've got all kinds of flavor happening already. Whenever you're cooking lean, you gotta use your seasonings. I think that's why I like Mexican so much, because there's so much flavor. So I'm gonna make sure that's nice and spread out. Delicious. And then I'm gonna show you a couple tricks. So I've got a salt, pepper, onion, garlic, jalapeno, right? Now, you could put your jalapenos in with this. What I do is there's a can of tomatoes. Now, if you like chunks of tomatoes, you can just toss your tomatoes in. My family, we do not like chunks of tomato. It's a texture thing for us. We love tomato stuff. We do not like chunks. So what I like to do is just take fresh tomatoes. I usually try to get organic as much as possible because I've had some autoimmune issues. So, the cleaner the better, the less pesticides and stuff in my food, the better. But I try not to stress about it. So if I can't find it, it's not a big deal. I don't want to scare people away from food, but if you can get organic, I think it's a good option. So I'm going to do some taco seasoning. Lots of times I make my own. I don't have any made up right now. So there, it's going to be made like this. So what I'm going to do is, this is my bullet, my NutriBullet. I'm just going to zhuzh this real quickly, and it's going to make a beautiful sauce. So my NutriBullet's right here. Sorry for the sound. I know it's going to be loud. Maybe. If it works. Done. And now we no longer have chunks. Happy day for everybody, right? Okay, so this is all that's going to happen. I'm going to throw in, and that was a 28-ounce can of tomatoes that I mixed with the taco seasoning. So now that's already mixed in there nicely. So when I pour it over, I know taco seasoning is touching all of the chicken. And so we used to live in, no, now we're in Texas, but we used to live in Albuquerque. And if you're from Albuquerque, you know the question is always red or green. And to me, it's both. It's red or green or both. That's kind of like the state slogan, kind of a side slogan there. Red chilies, green chilies, or both. And I personally love the taste of green chili with red chili. So this is made with tomatillos. And so tomatoes, but they're green tomatoes, right? And so you get that tartness from the green tomato. So I've got a jar of Herdez salsa verde, and that's going in as well. Guys, this is gonna make the yummiest soup ever. I'm so excited. And I'm just gonna throw the corn in later today, but I took it out of the freezer, and this is a great way to get organic corn. Corn is constantly genetically modified so that farmers can use pesticides on it so that it won't destroy the crops. And I get that, but personally, this is one thing that I know my body fights is corn. My body does not love corn. So if I'm gonna eat it, it's gotta be organic for me. Now, it doesn't mean that for you, right? But I'm just pointing this out. If you want a good place to buy good organic, frozen from Aldi's is a great place to go. All right, so this is going in my fridge just so it's not freezing cold when I go to put it back in to the soup. So this is gonna go for 6 to 8 hours. I'm gonna pull the chicken out. I'm gonna shred it and put it back in, throw in the corn and let it sit for another hour. So about an hour before I'm ready to eat. It needs to go at least 4 to 6. 4 hours on high, 6 hours on low. I'm gonna put it on low for 6. Toss this in at the 6th hour. So I'm doing my math right now. I'm going, okay, it's 11 o'clock. So right at about 5, I'm going to throw in the corn and we're gonna eat at 6. So I will also throw in tortillas and a little cheese on top and mix my tortillas in. Sometimes people like to put them in while it's cooking. I personally just like to top them with it because I like the crunch. All right, guys, thanks, and be sure to be following me to see what else is going on at the Synergy Lab. We just had the electricians out today, or yesterday, and so they're working on the shed, trying to see if I can get you guys a visual. It's like the sun is just so bright. I'm not complaining about that, am I? So the electricians just came out, and we are just getting ready to put the gym in, and I'm gonna be bringing you awesome workouts from the Synergy Lab. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you soon.